Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about this amazing EDC flashlight brought to you by a company known as RovyVon. If you guys have never heard of RovyVon, they are a very popular EDC flashlight company. They made a very big statement in the EDC community. They are really high quality small flashlights that are insanely bright. And they reached out to me and asked if I would like to review one of their products, and I chose one of their flashlights. I have never used one of these before. The quality is through the roof. They're extremely bright, very good customer service. These things are just absolutely awesome, and they're really not that expensive. So you can pick these up on Amazon for around 40 bucks. That might seem expensive to the average person, but you have to take into consideration that most flashlights that you buy at the store are usually around like 20 lumens, and those cost like 10 to 15 bucks. This has a super high output, which we'll go into when we get more into the flashlight. And most of the flashlights from the stores are also very big. You can't really fit them in your pocket, let alone on your keychain. So these are just very user friendly. They're extremely easy to carry, and these flashlights are just amazing. So let's take a look at this little flashlight. So before we get into the unboxing experience, this specific model is called the RovyVon Aurora A7. I will have it linked down in the description through an Amazon link, so definitely go check it out if you want to learn more about it or if you want to purchase. Okay, so the box here is just a very simple kind of frosted plastic. Has RovyVon engraved into the plastic. I don't know if you can see that. Their logo is like a little lion. Open this up with this little tab here, and you are greeted with the flashlight. So it's a very pleasant unboxing experience. You can, everything is laid out nice for you. You have the flashlight itself, as you can see, very tiny. And they give you a little stainless steel pocket clip that can clip onto the flashlight. Take this out here, and you have a little bag of goodies here. You have a couple key rings. You have like a little magnetic clip-on thing. I'll show you guys that later. And then you have an extra little cover port for your USB-C charging port, which is very nice. And then you have the user manual and all the other fixins. So yeah, let's get into the flashlight. All right, so now just taking a look at the flashlight here, we'll kind of start on the outside, work our way into the inside. So on the outside here, you have a stainless steel bezel, and you have a stainless steel button, very clicky, very easy to operate. You can do it with your thumb or with your finger, very easy. You have a polycarbonate shell or a polycarbonate body, and then you have a USB-C charging port here. So as you can see there, just a little USB-C port with this little rubber protector. Very easy to just pull out and put back in. And I really like how they include a spare in the little, in the little goodie bag. So that's really awesome. As you can see on the outside here, you have RovyVon Aurora A7 Luminous. It's called the Luminous because, once this thing is exposed to light, if you take it outside in the sun, or you even turn the flashlight on and then you turn it off, the whole entire body glows blue, which is really cool. That's, the glow in the dark feature. Very cool. And the way you can tell the difference between the A5 and the A7 is the A5 glows green and the A7 glows blue. So we'll, I'll kind of show you guys that after we turn the flashlight on and go through all the functions. And once you hook this little guy up to a USB-C cable, this thing will be fully charged in about 1 hour. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little indentation right there, right below the stainless steel button. That is your low battery indicator. So when you turn it on and it's in low battery, that little tiny light will flash red. I just recharged this thing, so we're not gonna be able to see that in this video, but there is a low battery indicator on there, which is really nice. And last but not least, this thing is IPX6 water rated, so that is really nice. As long as you have that little seal on there, this thing should perform great if you get some splashes on it, or if you're taking it into like a wet environment. This thing should do just fine. I wouldn't submerge it in water for a long period of time, obviously. All right, so now let's take a look at the little goodie bag you get with it. So we'll kind of lay all this out on my hand so you guys can see. So you get 4 things. You get a little magnetic clip-on base, which is really strong. You get a small keyring, a large keyring, and then you get an extra little rubber, seal for your charging ports. Really cool there. So you have this little area where you would put your keyring or lanyard, and this thing literally just goes right on and has a nice little click. And there you go. Now you have a magnetic base That is very, very strong. So if you wanted to use this like under your car, or you had to clip it to like a light pole or something like that, or you want to be hands-free, that is perfect for that, instance. So very, very cool to include that nice and strong. All right, and the final thing we're going to look at here before we get into all the light modes is we're going to look at the pocket clip. So it's very, very easy to attach on there. You have these two little indentations, and you can just simply slide that on. It locks in place, nice and deep carry. As you see there, rides right on the pocket. Very, 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 very cool. So I love the pocket clip on this thing, nice and sturdy, stainless steel, super awesome. So let's get into all the light modes now. So a really cool thing about this light is if you're like throwing it in a bag or something and you don't want it to accidentally turn on, you can actually lock the flashlight so it doesn't come on. And all you do for that is you just press this button 5 times fast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll give you a 2 little light blink there, and now this is locked. So anytime you try to use it, it'll give you a 2 light blink, and it will not let you use the light. So that's really cool. And then to unlock it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can fully use this thing. So really, really cool feature there. All right, so now we're going to turn off the lights and we're going to see what this thing is capable of. All right, so let's take a look at all of the different functions here. So if you just want a really, really quick, rapid light, all you have to do is pull it out of your pocket and you just press and hold that main button, and you get your max output of 650 lumens, and then you can just release to turn it off. But if you want that mode constantly on, you just double click, and then you get your maximum output at 650 lumens, and then you press that one more time and you can cycle through all of the modes. So this mode you see here is called the Moonlight mode, and this is 0.5 lumens, so very, very, very low mode, and this is going to be your maximum runtime. So this little Moonlight mode will run for about 72 hours. So this is going to be perfect if it's like pitch black, you just need a little tiny bit of light to see where you're going and you want to save that battery. All right, so we're going to click that button one more time. The next mode we have here is the low mode. So this is about 25 lumens. This will run for about 8 hours, and then the beam distance on this mode is about 22 meters. All right, so click that button one more time. Now we have the medium mode. So this is going to be about 200 lumens. This will run for about 2 hours, and the distance on this beam is 63 meters. And then we have our high output at 650 lumens. This will go for about 1.5 hours, and the beam distance on this guy is about 110 meters. And then if you want to turn this mode off, all you have to do is press and hold that button for half a second, and it turns off. All right, so all of the light modes that you just saw were coming out of the main light here. Now we're going to take a look at the side light. And what's really cool about this particular model is you have a UV light. So really, really cool. Let's take a look at that now. All right, so in order to access those side lights, you just triple click that button, 1, 2, 3, and immediately you are greeted with your low mode, which is about 10 lumens. This will run for about 6.5 hours. This is a really, really nice, workable, warm light. So it's very, very easy to kind of set down. This is good for like reading, or if you just want to like, put this against something metal and you have a really nice even light, which is really cool. Then you're going to press that button one more time. You're going to go to your high mode. So this is about 50 lumens. This will run for about 100 minutes. So nice and bright, very, very even light. This is kind of close to kind of light you'll get from like your cell phone. It's kind of a very nice, even, wide beam. All right, so the next mode, I just want to warn you guys, there is a photosensitivity warning. If you have epilepsy or anything like that, or you are sensitive to light, I just want to warn you now, this is a very, very bright, flashing white light. Just click the button one more time. This is going to be very good if you are in like an emergency and you need to get someone's attention. This is going to be very, very good for that. So, and then you just click it again, you can go through all your modes very, very easily. So, and then to get it to turn off, you just press and hold for half a second, and that's it. As you can see here, the flashlight is glowing blue. So very, very, very cool little function there, glow in the dark. And it's very easy. If you set this thing down and you lose it, you can easily find it with that glow in the dark feature. So very, very cool feature there. And then the last mode we're going to take a look at is that UV light mode. So in order to access that, you're going to click it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is your UV light. So this is very, very good for travel. If you go to hotels a lot, or and you want to check like the bedspread or the toilet, just make sure everything is not really dirty. Check the sink. That's very, very good if you are a frequent traveler. So very, very convenient feature for this little guy. And then just like every function, you just press and hold for half a second, and that will turn off. Now this thing is glowing very, very bright blue, so you can see just how well that thing glows. It's really hard to pick up on camera. It's a lot brighter in person. So as you can see, this thing is just phenomenal in every way. It has so many functions. It's so small, so EDC friendly. You can literally take this anywhere with you. It has a magnetic base, UV light, strobe mode, really, really high output at 650 lumens for 40 bucks. I don't know how they do it. This thing is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of this flashlight, and I'm a huge fan of RovyVon flashlights now. I will definitely be purchasing these for all aspects: camping, travel, home use. These things are just really, really cool. Very, very happy that RovyVon was able to send one of these along for a review. Again, big shout out to them. This thing is jam-packed full of features, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend this little flashlight. Alright, so that's going to do it, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will have this little light linked in the description below on Amazon. Please go check it out. Buy something from RovyVon. You will not regret it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay humble. Peace.